Hey guys, Crew of Blind with back. I'm Eric.
I'm Shane.
I'm Calvin.
Aaron.
And we're here with the final Harry Potter commentary. This is Deathly Hallows Part 2. And this is our 8th movie in this series for this commentary series.
And then
Not
we're
mine.
and then we're done?
And then we're done unless we pick up the new movies. Fantastic Beasts
Fantastic
stuff. But,
Beasts.
I mean, this is currently our longest running commentary series. You know?
I've seen Fantastic Beasts more than I've seen Harry Potter.
Really? So you've seen this movie one time?
Yes.
Okay.
Once.
All right. Well, the rest of us probably seen it a couple times. I'm assuming
Yeah,
maybe you just
I love
once.
this movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a great one.
They're all good, but
Yeah,
man.
I really like this movie. It's the back half of that book.
I've probably seen this one more than the last 3
Yeah.
books combined.
Well, damn.
All right. Well, we're gonna jump into it. Where are we starting, everybody?
Well, this one didn't have a WB logo, so it starts showing some ground in the coffin.
There is a cold open in
tomb
this
or
one.
whatever, like place opening up. So we're in the blackness before that on this Blu-ray. So
Okay.
it's pretty much right at the beginning of everything.
All right. So sync up your own version, and we're gonna get ready to start.
Yeah, this is a Blu-ray American of this collection. I have no
Yes.
idea if it's any different than anything
Yeah,
else.
I think
so
it's just the
The
theatrical.
Union version.
good luck, everyone. Anyway, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, play.
That's how you start.
That I hate that.
But yeah, this
nice.
is a cold open on this one, which is kind of just
Yeah.
like putting you back into where we were when Voldemort opened up the casket, if you
Yeah.
will. So yeah, this is the back half of the novel adaptation, which most of this movie will take place all in one day,
One day.
whereas the first movie is pretty much taking place all in, you know, the whole school year. Pretty much, this
Yeah.
will take place once they get to Gringotts. From Gringotts to the end of the movie will be one day. So,
Weird to think about.
and then there's our WB logo.
Feel like it might be a little loud.
Yeah, a little bit. So, Aaron's going to fix that real quick as we're getting into this movie. The Warner Brothers logo has gotten so old and decrepit that now it doesn't look too bad. You know?
Right? Turn the movie up, Aaron.
He turned it down a little bit.
Oh,
It was way,
I thought it was low for me.
It was okay for me.
Yeah, I thought it was low for me. I liked it earlier.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, this is kind of our first look into Hogwarts in the 7th year with Snape. as
Snape being the headmaster,
Yeah.
Look at
controlled by Dementors.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at them standing over looking at everything.
Imagine some Pink Floyd music
Got
playing.
them out there doing.
Peter Banning, before he goes back to Neverland, would not stand for that big open window.
That's true.
All in all, you're just bricks in the wall.
And
The wall.
gone is the whimsical score of the first couple.
Whimsical.
Yep.
Did you switch the Z and the M?
I was trying to go wizardly.
Wismical?
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
wizard, Annie.
Dobby.
Here lies Dobby,
A free elf.
Oh, that thing.
Yep.
What the hell was that again? I can't remember.
It's a shard of glass that Sirius gave to Harry. So he's like, hey, if you need anything, here this is. And Sirius actually died before Harry ever had a chance to use it. So he keeps looking for guidance by looking in it, and he sees what appears to be Dumbledore.
Okay.
But we'll see later it is just Dumbledore's brother.
Huh?
Yep.
The Obscurus?
No, that's his sister that died. The Obscurus.
Ezra Miller.
Obscurial.
No, don't factor any of that stuff in.
Oh.
He's a Gleason, right?
Yeah. It's Hux. They're at the seaside house of Fleur and him.
They're wrong.
To the Goblin.
Good old Warwick Davis.
Yep.
Yep.
I know why you come.
He's got a great voice for it. He actually voiced Grip Hook in the first movie. Grip Hook was played by Vern Troyer.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And does
Key,
Mr.
please.
Potter have his key?
Yeah. Vern Troyer didn't exactly have a goblin-like voice.
No.
Really?
Even amongst
Yeah.
goblins, you're famous. Yeah.
mean, they saved him, right?
Mm-hmm. But we have to remember, too, that goblins and wizards have had... They're kind of like Jedi and Mandalorians, where they've had like these bloody, terrible wars in the past. Mostly because goblins have this thing in their culture where, like, if you buy something from a goblin, it's almost as if you're loaning it for the rest of your
Renting
life.
it.
Because this idea that humans have that you can take something that you bought and then pass it on to your child, goblins don't see it that way. They see it when you die, you give it back because it's ours, you know? So that's why this sword is going to be a problem for Griphook.
So is the sword magic because of the goblin magic, or because the Gryffindor guy who wielded it?
It's because of the goblin magic. It's probably both, honestly. But
Okay.
because of the nature of that goblin steel that's in the sword, it like absorbs that, which makes it stronger.
Okay.
So it absorbs the venom of the basilisk, so
Okay.
it can be used to destroy.
He's so good, dude.
He is really good. I love when he can just get into a scene, you know?
Yeah. Dude, that makeup's crazy.
It's really good. I love the long... the fingers look extra long, too.
It's
Well,
the
the
nails,
fingernails,
man.
yeah.
The nails just add that extra
God,
length.
we gotta watch Willow so bad.
Yeah, I know. But Voldemort also, he has like extra long fingers a little bit too.
Yeah.
You see Ralph or Ray Fiennes kind of play with like how he holds a wand and stuff and these really long spider-like fingers.
Oh, dang. What was the price?
The price is the sword.
Oh.
So
No.
they want to get in there to find a Horcrux, but they need the sword to destroy it.
Yeah.
So,
Tricky little goblin.
yeah. And then they also captured or saved Ollivander as well. So,
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
so we got
Mm-hmm.
the War Doctor back in here. I haven't seen this movie since I've seen those episodes of Doctor Who.
Yeah, I haven't either.
So I'm kind of interested to rewatch. He has such a unique voice.
Whose wand is this?
Bellatrix's.
Mm-hmm.
Feels dangerous to look at the point. Yeah, I don't know.
It's not like
Yeah.
a gun.
He knows.
So they do use inches.
He does at least.
Okay, I thought they use a metric. Or, I don't know.
You know, in terms of like wand makers in these, you know, we know of Ollivander, and then there's like a wand maker in Germany we know of, but I think Ollivander has like the market cornered on making wands. Like
Yeah.
he's pretty much made and sold everybody's wand, you know?
Yeah.
You can always tell when a wand was made for the first movie because it's not very ornate. I'd be pissed if my wand changed allegiance, you know?
I
Like,
know.
ride or die, wand. Come on.
Exactly.
You know?
Yeah. They're not very loyal, are they?
Well, they're also like wands typically don't want to do evil.
Mm.
Was Bellatrix not changed then? Did she not get like disarmed? Because
I don't remember exactly. I think that... I don't know. I don't remember.
what was he meaning by the wand being unyielding? Or was he talking more about?
It's talking about
It won't break easy. Kind of.
well, no, the pliability of the material.
I think he's talking about both, honestly. Like, your wand kind of matches who you are as a person. Like, Bellatrix Lestrange is way more loyal than Wand is. You know?
Mm-hmm.
She's just also crazy. Yeah, the story of the Deathly Hallows is one that Dumbledore was obsessed with when he was a kid with Grindelwald. And it's actually the thing that they were like going and doing together, and why he got in that big fight that ended up killing his sister.
Yeah.
So like that's been a deep-seated desire of his to become the master of death, you know, for such a long time. And we know now that he eventually had all three in his possession, and he didn't succumb to it, you know? Which is I think it's an interesting like backstory.
Yeah,
that's not really at the forefront, that he was able to do that.
It's almost cooler than it's like a really cool backstory, basically. Yeah.
Dumbledore had all three?
Yeah, because he would have.
I know he had the cloak and the wand.
And he had the stone.
Where's the
I thought
stone?
the cloak was always in his family.
So the stone was the thing that when it was in the ring. And that ring came from Voldemort's maternal grandfather, who would have been a family connection to Salazar Slytherin. Because we know that Voldemort uses his Horcrux, he connects it to Hogwarts, so the four houses, and then like important things to him.
When do you have the cape? I thought Harry's family had it.
Harry lent the cloak to Dumbledore during the time that Harry's dad died. Harry's dad lent it to Dumbledore.
Oh,
so
okay.
he said in the first movie, "Your father left this in my possession."
Oh, okay.
Whenever he passed, and I think it's only right that it's returned to you.
Okay.
And then we learn now that the Percival or whatever they're called family has been passing that cloak down. You know,
So it would have been Harry's family that was the one surviving through death, or whatever.
Yeah. You figured it had all these precautions in place for people who do this. Yeah,
I like Ron's evil disguise. They chose not to go with Polyjuice Potion for him, but to actually physically, magically change his appearance a bit.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they polyjuiced Hermione and then magically made up Ron to be
they
a
just kind
different
of
thing?
like gave him a beard, raggedy hair. He doesn't have red hair now.
What was the creative choice behind that? Ron just like, I want to do it.
It's that Gringotts has a crazy amount of security. I think that one, they have different methods of looking like different people, are more likely to succeed, and it doesn't. You don't really have a time limit with that too. Whereas Polyjuice Potion, you have to keep taking it. You know.
Yeah.
Why didn't they
Every
do
hour.
anything to Harry, the most recognizable?
Because Harry has an impenetrable invisibility cloak. And it's tall enough for him to carry a grip hook.
They could be just a tall ass wizard with that thing.
Yeah. Evil Ron.
Yeah, I see it now. Okay.
Yeah. I love Helena Bonham Carter trying to act like Hermione
Yeah.
while playing herself.
I really buy it too.
Yeah, me too. The way she walks.
Biting her lip. Like walking on her heels.
Yeah, she doesn't wear a lot of heels, you know?
And just walking like real feminine like that.
Yeah. Like she's faking Bellatrix's confidence, you know?
Yeah.
Ron just looks real meek.
Yeah.
That makeup looks good too.
Mm-hmm.
Do they know at this point?
Mm.
I mean, grip hook is, I think it's just suspicious, but
Just wait.
oh, got a supervisor.
See, are they like the Iron Bank? Like, do they not give a shit about what's going on?
No.
Would Voldemort? Could Voldemort come in here and fuck things up?
He could.
Does he want to? That's what I'm saying. Like, does it matter to him?
I mean, he just wants to take over. He wants to kill Muggles. He wants people to be pure blood, you know. And then Harry just did a unforgivable curse, the Imperious Curse, which is mind control. And in the previous, administration, using that curse would land you a lifetime sentence in Azkaban.
Yeah. Did he do that in the book?
Yeah.
Damn. I kind of glossed over
He
here.
also uses Crucio a couple times, too.
Okay.
Cruciatus.
You figure they'd have these fucking
Use it on Voldemort.
magic radars going off when he did that in there.
Was showing the wand a trick? Don't they have her wand?
They have it, but they were trying to take it from her because they knew she was an imposter.
I wasn't sure they'd just be intimidated by Bellatrix enough to not impose that kind of rule on her, you know?
This is a crazy way to get to your vault.
It is, but here's an interesting thing that happens. When you go through this waterfall, it removes any magical way of, like, disguising yourself or something, you know? That's why Ron instantly looks the way he looks.
They just dropped them all into nothing.
So now they know, right?
Yeah.
They do for sure now, right?
Arresto Momentum is the spell that Dumbledore used to catch Harry from falling out of the sky in a Quidditch match one time. Arresto Momentum! The Thief's Downfall. It washed away the Imperious Curse.
Okay.
Ooh. So they don't realize they've been Imperio
No.
cursed.
I
or
mean,
whatever.
in the first time Voldemort came and then he was defeated, so many wizards that were on his side
Claimed
that
Imperio.
they were, but you couldn't tell the liars from the people that
Well, yeah,
actually were.
anyone would say it, right? And then you're free. Ooh.
Except with a truth serum.
Veritaserum. So yeah, this is a callback to movie 1, book 1, where Hagrid is taking Harry to Gringotts, and he's like, "Oh, they even have dragons in here," they say, guarding things, and then that's where Hagrid says, like, "I've always wanted a dragon," you know?
Yeah.
So it was cool to see one, but this one is obviously pale. I think it's supposed to be blind as well.
It's been trained to expect pain.
Yeah.
Yep.
Goblins aren't nice people. The way that one goblin is acting is so funny.
Yeah.
Like high.
Lumos. I do that with my phone all the time.
Lumos Maxima.
Hey, Google. Lumos. Doom. Light on.
How you turn it off?
Nux.
Nox. So if we remember, like, when Harry went into his vault, he had, like, a big stack of gold, and he was considered, like, oh my god, you're rich, you know? Bellatrix is a much older, much richer family.
Yeah.
This is like Indiana Jones looking for the Holy Grail. It's like, what item in this place is
That's the
the thing
thing.
I'm looking for?
What is
Yeah.
it?
How would you know, right?
Start stabbing everything with your damn sword. Just,
But Harry can kind of almost feel it.
whoa.
Yeah. This is a hell of a way to
Yeah.
stop people from stealing your shit.
A Gemino curse?
Yeah, so everything you touch multiplies in the multiple different versions of it. The multiple versions that aren't the original are worth nothing, but it's a way of trapping you inside the vault. And in the book, it's also red hot to the touch. So not only are you being suffocated, but you're being burnt. This is crazy.
Yeah.
But he's still touching stuff.
Griphook knows they're gonna fuck him over.
Yeah.
Oh, Griphook. So, I think the cup is at the Hufflepuff cup.
Uh-huh.
Helga Hufflepuff's like Grail, pretty much.
Oh no.
Well, we lost Bogrod.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, they mind controlled his ass.
What?
I don't know why it's so funny to me that there's like wizards wearing like security outfits for shooting wands,
little
you know?
wand laser things.
Yeah. We figured it'd be wizard versions of it, you know?
Yeah.
And he's all cut up.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this thing has been underground probably its whole life, you know? And it has this innate sense of wanting to be free.
Oh, those people are dead.
I mean,
Yep.
They ain't gonna be in Harry Potter. Not. Oh, wait.
This guy standing there.
I think they're on seats, actually.
that looks like the guy, what's his name, from The Dark Knight. He's like, didn't you get the memo?
I
really?
love that goblin.
Rutger Hauer.
That was a great goblin there.
Yeah.
He's like older, kind of heavier.
No, the chandelier.
I thought the one looked like a Willem Dafoe goblin.
Yeah.
Or that, yeah.
Do you remember being at Harry Potter World and we go by Gringotts and this dragon is on top of the roof?
No.
Yeah. It spits fire. Fucking
It's gonna
middle
dis-
London.
It's going to destroy the world. What's Reducto do?
I think it just blasts things.
So just like scaring them to get moving?
Yeah. It's like
Jesus.
Spurs.
They need the MIB come in here and make everyone forget, dude.
But no, I mean, the idea is that this thing is just, it's never been outside. It's never flown like this.
Now it's flying
They
over the
freed
Thames.
It doesn't care about London or anything. It just wants to leave.
There's the Ferris wheel.
Yep. Definitely a very different score. Than what
Yeah,
we're used
I can
to,
see
at
that.
least.
Hear that? Well, now they can do the little like.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Someone's pissed. That right there was Dumbledore touching the ring.
And his hand getting all whatever then.
So Voldemort is currently at Gringotts just fucking murdering people because he's so pissed.
So he knows that the Horcruxes are being sought after and whatnot.
So, like, I love the part in the book when Harry can feel Voldemort's anger at realizing,
Yeah.
you know, and he thinks he's so smart, and this kid is figuring this shit out.
Didn't you say
Yeah.
before that he didn't know that the Horcruxes were being
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
book?
Yeah.
Yeah,
didn't know until
in the
that
movie
point.
they do this thing where like Voldemort can feel his Horcruxes being destroyed, but in the book, like that's not part of your soul anymore. Like you can't feel anything. But Harry is linked to him, and he can feel his anger when he finds out that they're being destroyed.
What's that?
It's
some kind of like drying powder or something, isn't it? Like some kind of magic, like makes you dry or something, or heats you up. That's true.
Okay. He's like the scared cornered animal kind of thing.
I always wonder, like, what the Horcrux is. Yeah, I know. The blood on the feet is so visceral.
Him wearing like no shoes and walking through the blood.
Yeah.
I've always wondered, when he creates a Horcrux, does he split his soul in half? And then he creates another one, he splits that one in half?
So the first one was the largest part.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like the amount, it's not that it's 1/7 his soul.
No.
It's like so small that he still has.
Grip Hook was a fool.
And the sword disappears.
The sword was a fake.
Mm-hmm.
The sword.
I'm sorry,
fake.
the sword was real. So where does the sword go? Is the idea?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I thought
Because there is Gryffindor did put an enchantment on his sword. He said it will come to a true Gryffindor when they're in need. That's how Harry got it.
It would have been great, like saying about being a fake. They were in the vault where the fake one was, right? It would have been great if he would have gotten a hold of one in all that chaos of everything and gave him a fake one and kept the real one somehow.
That would have been good.
Okay, so because
goblins can tell a difference, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Because is there like an alarm, like
There's
if
an
something
alarm.
apparates, or is it just Harry Potter?
In Hogsmeade, there's an alarm that when anybody enters into, because there's a curfew going on right now.
Okay.
But they're thinking the only person that could be here is Harry Potter. You know?
Yeah.
Why is there another alarm going off?
Someone else.
I know, but who?
Yeah, someone else. The old man.
I hate when alarms go off.
My phone alarm's pretty nice. It's gentle music.
So let's
no,
see.
I mean like fucking car alarms go off at Walmart and stuff. No one ever cares. They're just going off, and people ignore it.
Dude, for like 4 hours yesterday, my neighbor was like working on his horn or something, and like every like 10 minutes it would go like that. And I wanted to go across and be like, hey, just disengage your horn if you're working on it, you know? I almost called the police, and I never do that.
Call the police?
It was crazy. I'm not kidding. 4 hours just straight up the horn blowing.
Middle of the day?
No, when I got home, like from like 6 to like 10.
10's a little late.
10's late.
I can forgive 6 and 9, but 10.
No, me too. I know. And I didn't call the police.
Good. You know how I feel about that shit.
So we gotta keep track of
Aberforth right here.
Yeah, Aberforth. His Patronus is a goat.
Yeah.
Yep. That right there, and the picture in the back is actually a picture of Dumbledore's
Sister?
And
Sister.
Aberforth's sister, yeah.
Madungus.
So Dung stole it from Sirius's house, gave it to him.
What did Dungus give him?
The other mirror.
Oh, okay.
That's connected to
So
Harry's.
that's why he keeps seeing the
That's
Dumbledore
why
thing. 'cause
he
it's-
keeps seeing him.
So was it just like it looked like Dumbledore, but it was his brother, and that's what he was seeing?
Yeah,
kind of
Dumbledore
thing?
in the book is described as having these bright blue eyes that are very youthful, and he keeps seeing that bright, youthful eye in the mirror, but it's really his
Oh,
brother.
okay.
What home does he have to go to?
Yeah, right?
You know? So yeah, we gotta keep track of all the Horcruxes that we have and have been destroyed. So Harry believes that 7 pieces of soul are made, so there'd be 6 Horcruxes, right? So we had Tom Riddle's diary. We had the ring that Dumbledore ended up destroying. We have the locket and the Hufflepuff cup. That hasn't been destroyed yet. They have it, but they need to be able to find a way to destroy it. So there's
3 altogether, I mean.
The ring was something to do with Slytherin. The cup is Hufflepuff. Then there's going to be something that's going to be
Ravenclaw.
And then I don't know if he did a Gryffindor or not.
I thought
No, he didn't. He didn't get a chance to do it.
I thought the locket was Hufflepuff.
No, I think the cup is Hufflepuff. The locket is Slytherin. Right?
What was the ring?
The ring was Slytherin. The locket is nothing I can remember, really.
I thought the cup was...
Ravenclaw is the diadem. And then Nagini is one as well that he made desperately. So... And that's why Harry wants to go to Hogwarts. He figures there's something at Hogwarts that Voldemort hid there.
Nagini sounds like the Slytherin one.
It's so cool to think about how sentimental he is, too, you know?
So when he says sacrifice, it makes it sound like he actually killed her, but it's not necessarily that. He sacrificed like her by not taking care of her or not thinking about her when he wanted to go out and be a powerful wizard and explore and travel, you know? But because their parents died early, it was his responsibility to take care of her. And with now we know that she was obscure, so obviously that's a huge responsibility.
Yeah. I didn't think it meant like a literal sacrifice or anything like that. What?
So the locket was Slytherin's locket, Calvin.
Okay.
Yeah. The ring was Morvallo Gaunt's ring, which would be his would be his maternal grandfather's ring.
Oh, okay.
His diary, Helga Hufflepuff's cup, Ravenclaw's diadem, and then Nagini, and then Harry is the secret last Horcrux.
Diadem?
Yeah, like a crown.
So this tunnel's always been here, right?
Yes, this was revealed in the 3rd book, I believe.
So this
It's how they got to Hogsmeade.
Yeah.
So they had the sister left the painting, went to another painting in Hogwarts, said, Neville, come with me.
Yep.
And then open it up, follow through.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I know.
The paintings are weird in this.
They are. Because
can you communicate with them and they talk back to you and everything, right?
You just got to remember, they're not the people that they're representing necessarily, you know?
Okay, so it's just like, it's a person that looks like, is the idea.
Like, there's an actual, Harry talks to Dumbledore's portrait, I think, in the end of this book, in the headmaster's office, and that's not Dumbledore, that's just a painting that looks and sounds like him, you know?
Why can't Dumbledore come back like John Cleese's nearly headless Nick and Moaning Myrtle?
Something special about ghosts. I think Dumbledore was ready to die. There's that music back in Hogwarts. So this entire year, Dumbledore's army has evolved to a secret school resistance where they hide in the room of requirement.
Yeah.
Didn't the room of requirement wall get broken down?
Yeah, but if they were able to fix it. But they did this, and they've just been fucking with Snape the whole year.
God.
And Neville's in charge.
It'd be so stressful.
Yeah.
Because of his lightning bolt on his head. Lightning has struck.
And they're all looking like, all right, what do we do now? We're ready.
That's the problem.
We don't know. Seamus. There's Cho. What about you, Cho?
Oh, come on, give her a chance.
I mean, she's the conspiracy girl, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
It's literally because Ravenclaw is like known for her intelligence and stuff. It's literally like her thinking cap.
Okay.
Shut up, Seamus.
Shit.
Potter. Marching.
Man, you guys remember line leaders in school?
Yeah.
That was so great when you were a line leader.
Yeah.
I'm fucking line leader. I go first. You know? Ah, so great. Calvin, were you ever line leader?
Yeah, I was always line leader. That guy up there to the right looks like a little finger.
Yeah, those two, they're like brother and sister. I can't remember what they're called, but they're Death Eaters that are teaching now at Hogwarts.
The Scarrows?
Yeah, something
I think
like
that's
that.
what Neville called him a little bit ago.
Yeah. I think one is the dude from Pike in Game of Thrones. It's a good speech. That guy.
Oh, yeah.
And he's in a lot of different stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know? Yeah.
Definitely
Yeah.
is. That's
Yeah.
his nose.
Looks paler.
Yeah.
Well,
He's had a rough year.
it's the light.
Everyone
I love
looks
these.
so drab in this. Like a lot less color.
McGonagall.
Slughorn.
It's got to be hard for Snape because he has to act like he's
The worst
he's
man
happy
ever.
that this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
But he's really trying to protect all these kids. You know, he's doing what he can to protect everybody from those two back there,
Yeah.
but not giving his cover. You will see here because we're gonna have a fucking really cool fight between McGonagall and Snape. Snape rear-erects this wand and it hits one of those guys back there. I think he does it on purpose. You know.
So this is all just show. He's not looking for anything actually. Then,
I mean,
you know, like what's he wanting
he
here?
needs
What's
to be
his
able
goal?
to. He needs to be able to seem like he is doing everything he can to find Harry. You know, but he also doesn't want to hurt him. So,
No,
what do
no,
you
not
do?
Cho. She's the one who gave him up before, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
through the Virtus serum.
Oh,
Kingsley,
Ah,
Lupin. A lot of Kingsley's up there. That's such a meme now.
yeah.
How dare you stay where you stood?
oh,
He's like, oh, crap.
He's like, you know what? Fuck this. I could have done this all day, every day. So in the adaptation, they actually wanted to not have McGonagall do this and have Harry
See that? Yeah.
I think he did it on purpose, but they actually wanted Harry to be the one to fight Snape here. But J.K. Rowling's like, no, that's McGonagall's moment. You don't do that, or I'm fucking out. So
Okay.
they wanted Harry to fight.
yeah, the producers wanted Harry to be the one that fights Snape there. And I'm glad they kept it McGonagall.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Harry's supposed to be using his occlumency to, or however you say it, to keep Voldemort
Out of his
but
head.
he's almost thinking like, no, this is a good thing. I should stay in his head, you know?
Mm-mm. The hell?
Voldemort's here.
It's like invasive.
Some people can't take it.
So he's in everyone's head.
Yep.
Oh, Foley's head.
It's weird wearing these headphones and listening to this.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, that's what it would
It's
be
like,
like.
he's in your head too.
Yeah.
One.
I like to think that you can't even like keep them out. Like if you put your hands over your ears, you can still hear them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like violating.
It's like Volcom.
Fucking pansy Parkinson.
You little.
Right? All the Slytherins.
Yeah.
That's the second
Poor
Doctor.
guy doesn't have magic. Treat like shit.
Ooh, jeez.
Think of one guy in the back's like, fucking
There's
man.
gotta be one guy's like, hey, I'm a good guy.
Yeah, that's
There's
what I'm
gotta be
saying.
one Slytherin.
God gave a couple chances, you know? You know what I'm saying? Just one good person, right?
Yeah, that's everyone's cheering like, yeah, since living in the dungeons, you know, like I don't
They're
know.
tired of their shit.
It just
In this
feels
book,
too
like
risky.
the Slytherins have been like kowtowing to the
Old-
Death Eaters and stuff too, to
Who's-
curry favor.
Who was the girl? Pansy.
Pansy, yeah.
Okay.
She's been in a couple scenes now. She was like Draco Malfoy's girl.
Yeah.
He took her to the dance and stuff. Just a more well-known Slytherin.
A basilisk or a basilisk fang?
Fang, where would you get one?
From the dead one in the basement.
Yeah.
I don't know.
An hour is just not long in this. The school is like the TARDIS, man, right? Basically, it's like infinite.
I mean, it's not infinite. It's quite large.
Fluid.
Boom!
Look at Seamus back there. He's like, yeah.
This is my specialty.
Look at Warwick.
Proclivity. I want a proclivity. I don't have any proclivities.
No.
There's Molly.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I love this.
Yeah, me too.
This is one of the greatest trailers ever for this movie.
It was good.
Whoa.
All these statues all over Hogwarts come to life.
That's cool.
I
We have
love that.
defensive statues.
Yeah.
I love the way they land like that.
I like to think Gryffindor did this.
Do those ones all come to life?
Yeah.
I think all of them do. They have an army.
Music is.
This shit didn't come out when Sirius Black was on the loose.
No, it didn't.
Oh, she's so good. She was really fighting cancer at this point.
Yeah.
Almost to the point where she wasn't going to be in these movies.
Damn.
And he's the charms professor, so he's doing some charm work. It's very similar to what Hermione was doing.
They're all casting.
Yeah. Raise up the shields.
It looks like when the Gungans, like,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
The shield
It all comes
generators.
back to the Gungans.
Oh, yeah. Fuck yeah.
I want to do like a crossover between like Jar Jar and Steins Gate. It's like,
Yeah.
you following me now, OBK?
Were those Dementors?
Yeah.
They're
I want to do a
Dementors
Gungan
there, yeah.
podcast.
So are they there to protect Hogwarts? Because they were looking for Sirius before, right? Are they there against Voldemort, or what are they?
They're there for Voldemort.
Like
Yeah.
on his side?
Yeah.
Well, that's awful.
It's
Yeah,
I mean,
when he
they
took
can-
over
Voldemort can satisfy their needs.
Azkaban. Yeah. When he took over Azkaban, he freed all of the Death Eaters and he twisted the Dementors to his side.
Not a
Moaning
person.
Myrtle. I haven't seen Moaning Myrtle in a while, right?
No.
The Ghost of Hogwarts. There's like a There's a bunch of ghosts in Hogwarts, but like each house has like it's almost like its resident ghost. So Nearly Headless Nick is Gryffindor's. The Bloody Baron is Slytherin's. The Fat Friar is Hufflepuff.
The Fat Friar?
The Grey Lady is Ravenclaw's.
Dude, I talked to someone about Harry Potter. I can't remember what it was, but she asked what house I was in. I said I was this and that, and she's like, "Isn't it obvious? I'm Hufflepuff." I'm thinking, how the fuck would I know? I guess there's just some Harry Potter shit, man.
There's fans out there that can just they can sort you instantly.
Yeah,
they know what they're doing.
It's actually at Tanya's Country Kitchen.
What's it?
Yeah.
So, in the book, he goes to Nick first, I think, and then he directs him to the Grey Lady, who is a ghost we don't really get to meet all that much in the book. So, the Grey Lady turns out to be Rowena Ravenclaw's daughter, yeah.
And that's who Ravenclaw's named for, is Rowena.
Yeah, her mother would have been one of the founders of Hogwarts. I think all this stuff is really good, especially in the book, but a lot of the ghost stuff and that kind of like background information wasn't in the movie, and they didn't really know it was going to factor in so much when they were making those movies.
Was it in the old books and everything too?
Yeah.
So it's just one of those things. Like they didn't at all do anything with that like serious mirror thing, and it just kind of pops up in this movie. You're like, if you're a movie watcher, you're like, oh, what the fuck that is?
Yeah.
But it's an integral part of the book, so they want to be accurate, So it's why I've always kind of seen these movies as more of like a
companion to the book.
Yeah, almost like a visual dictionary for the book stuff you see.
Oh yeah, I can't. Me too. I can't separate them honestly.
It's a lot of Death Eaters.
Yeah.
I think there's one guy that just really likes like yellow. He's wearing yellow. He's like, God damn it!
He's wearing yellow underneath.
And like one of the guys is gonna kill him because they're not wearing black.
He just looks at him.
Yeah, right. Man, there's a scene in here I absolutely love that's completely improv when he hugs Draco.
Yeah.
He's like, it's so funny.
Yeah. You guys ever hear me say that when we're like about to do a reaction? I go, begin.
Yeah.
No one ever okay. Wasn't sure. Yeah.
I hear it every time.
It's like launching a volley of arrows.
Yep. They can that stuff is only gonna last so long.
Why would she want it destroyed again?
I don't remember. I can't remember her backstory. So Voldemort tricked her at one point too.
What'd you say?
Voldemort. She's talking about Voldemort when he was a boy.
Yeah.
He tricked her. He's like, I'll destroy it, and he ended up taking
Why'd
it.
she want it destroyed back
yeah,
then?
but that's what I'm saying. Why she wanted?
That's what I'm trying to look up. I kind of forget.
Like, I understand. I thought maybe she was referring to was it Regulus? Black?
Regulus,
Right? I thought maybe she was referring because he was looking for the Horcruxes at one point, right?
Well, he had only found the locket.
Yeah, but I thought maybe she was referring to him as like someone who was looking for it. But I don't know why she wanted it destroyed before it was a Horcrux.
So she's quoted like, I stole the diadem. I sought to make myself cleverer, more important than my mother. I ran away with it. My mother, they say, never admitted that the diadem was gone, but pretended that she still had it. She concealed her loss, my dreadful betrayal, even from the other founders of Hogwarts. So she just feels, that's probably why she hasn't moved on. She feels shame for stealing the diadem from her mom. And then she would know where it was. So Voldemort goes and finds it and brings it back to Hogwarts and puts it in a place that he thinks only he ever found.
Yeah.
Man, don't give me a fucking riddle.
That's what I'm saying, man.
What's the solution? All you need is to ask.
It must be in the room of finding or whatever.
Yeah, room of requirement.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Room requirement, yeah.
The hidden room. That's the only hidden room I know. And it's always got everything you need in it.
Yep.
If I had to read these books, I wouldn't know that, though. Harry didn't read them.
Yeah.
So how'd they get all them here?
They just showed up.
They just happened to show up, or
Well,
what?
they sent a message out, like the lightning
The
bolt
Dumbledore-
has landed or whatever.
That was sending
That was
the
like a
message to
radio,
them to
yeah.
let them know Harry was here.
Yep.
If Einan would have grown up, he would have been a great king.
Yeah. Red and George. His poor ear. All right. So one thing I don't like in the book or the movie is that Ron imitates what it sounds like to be to say the word open, which I think kind of depowers Parseltongue as a power.
A little bit, yeah.
That you can. It's not a language. It's a power you have.
Yeah.
Which is a mark of a dark wizard. Harry only has it because he has a piece of Voldemort inside of him. I just never liked that little thing there.
So it's the same thing in the book too, and
Yeah.
you just okay.
I mean, Ron is actually throughout the book really good at like imitating other people. Like he has like a talent, like Calvin has a talent to imitate people, and he just remembers what Harry sounded like when he opened it. And he goes, and Ron is just like like that. He's like, yeah, it fucking worked, you know?
Yeah.
I think it should be more of a magical thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
versus-
Harry doesn't even realize he's doing it.
Yeah, because if it's a language, then anybody can learn it.
Yeah.
You know?
Jeez.
That's you knew who that one guy was, right?
No.
That was the fucking the grabber. What we call him again? Last movie,
Oh, yeah, the Snatchers?
Snatcher. He is the snatcher.
Snatchers?
There. He's trying to snatch students.
He's so excited he ran to the front.
You and whose army?
Yeah, he's a snatcher right there.
And you'd have to be so fucking careful.
Yeah, right.
That thing decomposed like a motherfucker, didn't it?
But it still has poison in its fangs, I guess.
It's a magical poison.
I'll stand over here.
I think so. Now Hermione becomes one of the people that's destroyed a Horcrux, right? Because Dumbledore did one, Harry did one, Ron did the locket, Hermione does the cup,
Neville does.
Neville
Nagini.
kills Nagini,
Yeah.
and what's the sixth one? I can't remember.
Well, the
Oh.
diadem.
Yeah, the diadem.
Who does that one? We haven't gotten there yet.
It's like Goyle or something, Crab and Goyle, because one of the ways to destroy a Horcrux is Fiend Fire, and he learned Fiend Fire and destroys the room requirement, and it gets burned up in there.
Oh, all they needed was Fiend Fire this whole time?
Yeah, but Fiend Fire is extremely hard. The thing is, in the 7th year that we actually don't get to see, like Crab and Goyle actually do very well under those evil teachers and become powerful wizards.
They actually apply themselves.
They just need a new regime, you know?
They just needed to get wet.
They need a better environment.
Yep, that's exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Telling you, man, when world's falling apart, like if a store's closing down, it's the same shit.
What?
I love when Voldemort did that.
I love when he screams.
Yeah.
One shot from Voldemort.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just do that to start with?
Because it's fun to follow people. People follow your
You
orders.
just fucking with them like, kill.
Yeah.
Go.
See how powerful I become. Rage, my soldiers!
There we go.
Oh, the Elder Wand is not doing well under him.
It's cracking.
Yep. He's like, but I took it from Dumbledore. Shouldn't the wand's allegiance be mine?
Yeah.
And then he's thinking, I didn't kill Dumbledore. Who did?
Yeah.
Snape. And then we know
Yeah.
that the wand's allegiance was actually won by Draco, who disarmed Dumbledore before Snape killed him.
Yeah.
This was just one of the best parts in the book.
Yeah.
I mean, when you realize all this shit with
Yeah.
Snape. I love this guy.
He's so ready to snatch.
Look at him.
I'm going to snatch that kid.
This is a great moment, too, in the movie.
Look at him. I can cross now. It's snatching time.
We got a little bridge though. I'd just be like pop, pop, pop.
Well, remember the plan that McGonagall told Seamus.
Yep.
Little magic dynamite.
Jeez.
Oh no, my snatcher!
But at least he died as he lived, snatching.
Well, there goes Neville.
Shaky hand.
Accio Neville.
Brave man.
What are the limitations on Accio?
Would that work?
You can't Accio
I
people.
don't know. I don't think so. No, I don't think
You
you can.
Accio babies?
You can't Accio living things.
Babies are people.
Oh, little people.
Can you Accio goblins?
I haven't tried. And most of these Death Eaters like, we can fly.
Giants.
Yep, there's giants.
Well, whose side are they on?
Voldemort's.
Why? That's
Because
ridiculous.
He can promise them freedom.
These poor giants.
Look, he's doing the thing that you do, Aaron, in D&D.
What? Turning
The
into
vines.
entangle?
These giants are fighting for their freedom, man. They're like the Union.
No, the statues are precious.
Come on, statues.
Oh, statues are putting in work.
Yeah.
They're killing giants.
Yeah, this shot in the trailer was so fucking hype.
Yeah.
What an
No.
awesome tracking shot.
Yeah.
Ah, Arthur Weasley.
Whoa.
Slow.
Oh.
Jeez,
I thought it was a movie moment. It was a spell.
No, that was a spell.
Yeah, these fucking bastards operating in there.
That was Harry, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the world's falling apart, Eric.
I think
He's almost stalls her.
Yeah,
That was not
nice.
as
Nope.
big as the
should be.
Hermione one.
It's
Nope.
not. Hey, look who just showed up. So, whether it's Crabbe or Goyle, I can't remember, but one of the kids got in trouble for drugs like 2 movies ago, and they've replaced him with another character.
Oh, the
So
actor did.
that's why it's not Crabbe and Goyle. It's Crabbe or Goyle and another guy.
Okay.
Huh.
I thought you meant at Hogwarts they got in trouble for drugs.
No,
I just can't
No.
remember him. So, like,
Yeah, he had like a bigger face. He was when Ron.
Yeah, I didn't see him.
yeah, he's definitely a druggie.
And it was like marijuana or something, Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't like he was doing like heroin or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was like, well,
He's a
involved.
kid.
He's a kid, and he's involved in like a kid's thing
Yeah.
at the time. So
Yeah.
She's really liking all of Ron's ideas.
Yeah.
She's like, he's brilliant. He's coming up with this, coming up with that.
Ron was the chess master in the first movie.
Uh-huh.
So this is the version of the room that is all of the lost things.
Isn't this what Draco found with the chest?
Yeah.
The what was it? The dresser, the armoire, or whatever.
The vanishing cabinet. But yeah, Fiend Fire is a very difficult spell because what it is, it's uncontrollable fire, pretty much.
Yeah.
It's like Greek fire.
So, like, once you start it, it doesn't go out, So, yeah, you can use it to destroy a Horcrux, but...
Cornish pixies.
That's a Cornish pixie. There's a couple little details in here. Like, they've used props from all the old movies. This piled in here. Like, back there is one of the chess pieces,
Yeah.
I think.
Uh-huh.
Pixie Devil.
So, luckily, Harry, who's tasked with finding Horcruxes, can kind of sense them because he, in fact, is one.
It's weird that Voldemort just put it in here,
He's arrogant enough to think that he's the one that's ever found this room.
Yeah.
So is this the last one? Besides,
There'll be also
Nagini?
Nagini.
so even after this one, he's still like, I gotta find one more, right?
Yeah. So the diary, the ring, the locket, the cup, which have all been destroyed. Then the diadem and Nagini are the last two.
Okay.
To make 6. I've always liked, like at least in the book, that Crab and Goyle actually became strong, powerful adversaries.
Yeah.
You know? And they don't listen to Draco anymore that much and stuff.
Yeah.
But they obviously can't control Fiendfire, and that's how one of them dies.
Yeah. So they're once again acknowledging Draco definitely didn't know. Or I mean, definitely did know.
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah, they're using killing spells, too. Oh my God.
She starts smiling. That's funny. You numpties?
Yeah.
Numpty.
Knuckleheads.
That's a hell of a...
You don't want to be called Numpty. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, the pixies.
Found a nest.
Pixie Devils.
I hate finding nests. Any kind of nest. They're all bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pig.
Ron.
Yeah. Goyle.
Oh, look at that snake.
And it looks like animals running inside of the Fiendfire.
Jeez Louise.
If you remember, I think Voldemort, who can control it, he created like a fire snake in his fight with Dumbledore.
Oh, it's a dragon.
Oh, okay.
But it's a powerful spell, but he's
still inept.
You know? Yeah. And he dies because of it.
He dies?
He fucking burns him alive, Aaron.
Yeah.
What a fool.
And, I mean, Draco, they're still his friend, you know?
It didn't show the moment where Goyle...
He's not.
You'll see it. I mean, that's just the thing about, you know...
Now it's like
dark
Aladdin.
magic.
It's like a lot, yeah.
Like, dark magic can
Yeah.
kill you, too, if you don't control it.
I remember one of them falls.
Yeah.
Oh.
Is that him?
Yep. Crap.
You remembered correctly.
Look how big this room is.
It's
Yeah.
huge.
You know, people lose a lot of stuff.
That sucks, you know? Like, it gets... Like, what if you would have found it? It just magically appears in here.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Well, if you required it, the room would actually give it to you.
Okay.
It's just this is where all the stuff that the room has goes. So, like, one time Dumbledore was needing to use the bathroom and he walked by a hallway and all the chamber pots that are in this room were in one room.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Have we ever seen Hermione on a broom?
I was about to ask that because I was
Yeah.
like, we've seen Ron, and Ron wasn't the greatest
Yeah.
on Quidditch. We've seen Harry be able to do some good stuff on a broom, but
Yeah.
I don't think we've ever seen Hermione.
Did he just peace out right there?
He pieced out.
So they
yeah.
did stab it. It wasn't the fiend fire.
Well, I should say in the book it is. In the movie, they haven't told you what Fiend Fire is or that it can destroy a Horcrux, and they just like, all right, stab, get it in there, you know? Let's keep adapting this fucking thing, you know?
Yeah.
Keep going.
He felt it there.
Yeah.
Start to see, like, his form is degrading a little bit.
His head looks a little crackety.
He was always like that, though.
Was it?
No, not the back of his neck. Not like
crackety?
that.
He looks crackety.
This next guy.
Should have been standing there.
Damn, I would never say anything to him.
Right?
I wouldn't talk. I'd be in the back.
Yep.
You know, I'm not.
I'd be like, I'm ready to snatch, my lord. Let's snatch.
I'm a snatcher. I'm a snatcher.
Well, there
I
he
need to keep
realizes,
you
like,
safe.
he's the last two parts of his soul, so he needs to keep Nagini safe.
And now Harry realizes it because he can see into his mind. Man, they just go on a Horcrux spree in this one day, won't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they really only got two things, right?
Mm-hmm. 1, 2, 3, right? Because the cup they just got in Gringotts, the diadem they just destroyed, and then Nagini.
Yeah.
And
then Harry.
Yeah.
If the weather was nice, it'd be a nice little part of the school down here, wouldn't it?
The docks?
Yeah,
that would be. The first years go across the lake on boats.
Yep, remember that.
So that's why there's docks.
Don't say nothing.
I love how he says that, though.
Yeah. I don't know.
This kind of thing works if you're so powerful. Everyone's so that scared.
Dang, he's not even saying anything. Like, he knows he's waiting for him to come.
And now he's summoning Severus.
Oh, that was in a trailer, too.
Yeah.
It was so cool.
Look at that giant.
Yeah, I know.
Is it the last one? Oh, there's two there.
Jesus.
Damn. There's destruction everywhere.
Yeah.
Whoa!
There's like
that
a
was
fucking
great.
spider somewhere, isn't there?
Yeah, there's spiders in the book
Yeah.
that come from the forest. Aragorn's not there to keep him under control anymore.
Yeah, so they're fighting with Voldemort, right?
Gosh, that giant looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if they filmed a little elements of that. Like,
There's
yeah,
your
there they are.
spiders.
Oh, Ron's probably freaking the fuck
That'd be
out.
the worst thing, I think.
I think so, yeah.
They're all a little bigger.
There's some Crucios.
Do they have Hagrid's brother in the movie?
I don't remember a Haggard brother.
I mean, Hagrid's brother.
Oh,
yeah.
Who's that guy?
Not in this movie. That was
That was
The guy,
Greyback.
that was the chick who
Finger.
liked Ron,
And
man.
that was Lavender Brown.
He just eating her.
He ate her.
he loves being a werewolf, man.
Yep. And there's Aberforth.
Yeah, that was the one girl they introduced like a few movies ago, right?
Yeah.
That went on a date.
I wonder
Aberforth's
how
pretty fucking powerful
Yeah, I
too.
wonder how.
He's very.
I want a scale.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I'd put him at like if Dumbledore's a 10, he's like an 8, at least.
Wait, so was that the werewolf guy that was eating her, or who was that?
The werewolf
Yeah.
guy.
It was the werewolf
He
guy?
killed her.
Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where's Cho and...
They're
I
fighting.
don't know.
Kicking ass, man.
Like, nope, that's just me being normal. I'm so happy we got a scene with these two together.
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
actors.
It's great stage actors.
I think there's something to be said too about Voldemort wouldn't even think that a disarming charm could win you that.
Yeah.
It's death. It's killing.
Yeah.
Killing is power. Murder is power.
Yeah.
That's what it takes to create a Horcrux. He doesn't even think that it could be Draco.
Yeah.
You know. I don't think I don't think he thinks about it. 2, he might not even know it happened. You know.
Yeah.
This is terrible.
Interesting way to kill someone as a wizard.
I know. It just striking over and over.
Well, and just like slitting your throat. Like, what spell is that?
I mean, Snape had a similar spell.
Yeah.
Sectum Sempra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if Nagini kills, well, then that's the Wand's Master.
Nah, it's because he ordered it.
Oh, okay.
Because Nagini
But then he ordered...
isn't a person.
I don't know, I guess.
Yeah.
But it is.
I know.
Man, I misremember this movie. I thought there was a fight between Snape and McGonagall.
There was.
It wasn't. He retreated and ran away.
Well, because
I thought there was a fight.
Because you know,
fight.
you know that he's not really fighting them now. You know.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
You can't only watch a movie once, Aaron. Except for a couple of these Harry Potter movies that you don't remember.
Yes, because there's a few.
I was going to say earlier, man, the only thing I remember of the rest of this movie is there's a fight between Snape and McGonagall, and there wasn't.
There is, and it's a hype moment, but now that you have that in your head of like what Snape really is doing, it's not the same.
Yeah.
Take what?
His tears that are
Tears,
coming
yeah.
out, they're silver. Wouldn't even go into my head that fucking when he says take them, he's pointing at his tears. I wouldn't even think about it. You know, I'd be like, take what? Your face? I'm taking just cutting his hair. Taking it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Cutting his hair.
This is sad to think about
I know.
what that means to him.
Yeah. He's dying.
And the music right here.
He's looking at the woman he loves eyes.
Yeah.
How the face of James Potter is his enemy.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Jesus.
Who says grimy little pimp? You're a grimy little pimp.
I don't know.
What's that from?
What's that from? If it'd be crazy if he
I
just
thought
said,
he was going to say, you're a grimy little
pimp, Harry Potter.
It's a Mad Men. Never mind.
Okay, I don't know. Yeah. Oh,
Oh,
man.
shit.
That's one of the. It's like ASMR right here.
I was say, I love it the way.
Oh, man.
I love the way the whispers go through, and like sometimes it's like a sentence from previous, or
Yeah.
it's a sentence hasn't came yet.
Yeah.
Like they said about burying your dead, or whatever, before it actually said bury
Yeah.
your dead.
He's got like some lag going on.
It's weird, yeah.
God damn it! This fucking thing. Fucking thing. Fuck damn it.
It's you. Man. I remember in the trailer, you can actually hear his voice. It wasn't a whisper.
Yeah.
You're right.
You deserve the pain for what you've done. You're like fucking Lord of the Rings, Merry and Pippin growing after drinking the.
Man, everything is
It's
fucked up.
It's the Great Hall, and we see the dead here. Oh, Filch fought.
Did he?
Maybe he just fucking
What
got
did
hurt.
he do?
Harry?
Maybe he's just trying to hide and shit.
I mean, his allegiance is to the castle. But
Yeah.
He has no magic or anything, though. You
No.
know, like, oh hey, it's the
Professor Trelawney, and then
who's
Lavender
that?
Brown.
Oh, it was the
I think,
girl.
or was it one of the?
I didn't see the face.
I think it was Lavender. They were best friends. Those two.
Who died?
Well, Lupin was one, and
One of the
twin.
one of the twins.
George, I think, right? Or Fred.
Well, it was one of those
Those
two.
are the
yeah.
twins.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see if the ear's there.
I
I think it's Fred.
Fred. Yeah.
Say Lupin died too?
Yeah.
And Tonks.
Yeah.
Tonks, who is no longer pregnant because she already gave birth.
What?
She was
It's
pregnant.
been that long?
It's been a year.
From the first movie?
Yeah.
That 7-1?
It's been a school year, Aaron.
The first movie of this book, they were just in the woods for months.
Like 8 months.
Yeah.
Didn't feel that long.
I know.
I just
But-
couldn't be
so-
Harry right now, you know?
I mean, Harry realizes, like...
And she got back to her shape real quick.
Yeah. But, I mean, Harry's realizing, like, it's happening all over again. Another orphan without parents, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't stop it.
I like Lupin.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Fred is the one that died.
All right.
I think George is the one that got his ear cut off.
Was it Tonks and Lupin were the two that were like reaching for each other?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which they were reaching for each other when Voldemort was first talking. Dumbledore's pensive.
So having his tears give him...
He created a pensive through his tears, yeah.
Now, a pensive is like a specific memory, though, right?
Yeah. But because they're tears, these are kind of just going to be happening
For sure in the
flashes.
trailer.
Yeah.
This
You
is the
really
mo-
did that trailer well.
I've watched it a million
Yeah,
times.
it's a good trailer.
Yeah.
This is the most color we've had in this movie.
Yeah. So that's
And even
Aunt,
it's desaturated a little bit, too.
that's Aunt Petunia, Lily Potter.
He just
Man.
comes out the tree.
Yeah, right. I'm the tree boy.
That's the tree from Prisoner of Azkaban, right?
No.
Wasn't there a tree they
No,
went into and
that's-
went out somewhere else?
It looks like it.
similar,
But it's not.
but it's not the Whomping Willow.
This is they just happen to grow up next to each other.
And he just grew up in a tree?
It's the place they hang out.
He looks
You
like
guys
a,
didn't have a good tree. I had
he
a
looks
good
like
tree
a
when I
young
I
was-
didn't have one I could
Sigourney
live
Weaver.
in.
Well, that's the point of a tree house.
Doesn't the kid who plays Snape look like a young Sigourney Weaver in that first shot?
What?
I definitely see it. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of reminds me like someone who'd be related to Rick's family a little bit.
Slytherin.
Yeah, right. So they met each other before going to school,
Yeah.
and then
Hi, I'm James.
yeah, that was Sirius back there with the hair.
That was serious?
Yeah, the
I
other
missed
behind
it.
her. Yeah, that's Sirius right there.
The curly hair?
Yeah,
A little prick.
right.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like Harry there.
Yeah. This is when Dumbledore comes to Severus. Oh,
Yeah.
he comes upon the mountain. And yeah, in the book, this moment here, like
It was so good.
when Dumbledore enters the memory, Harry has never seen Dumbledore that powerful than that moment.
He really does look younger there, doesn't he?
He does.
Did they CG him up or
Yeah,
just
a
makeup?
little bit, I think. Maybe it's makeup, but I know
They
did some
slimmed his
stuff.
cheeks down a bit.
So he's trying to save Lily and Harry and all of them, right?
He just wants to save Lily. But,
Yeah.
But to save Lily, save all of them.
Save the
I don't
family.
care.
Yeah.
Just save her.
So that's why there's like that protection over the house and everything then? Or is that unrelated to that?
The protection of the house, there's charms, but the protection Harry gets is because his mother sacrificed herself for
Yeah.
him.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there was the secret keeper and stuff.
So this is learning the news. He definitely looks younger.
Yeah.
You kind of get the impression that Dumbledore is manipulating him.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you read this book and Dumbledore you don't think as highly of him.
No,
after,
definitely not.
But what he does is necessary. Steps over.
I would just step on him if I were him. Yeah.
After he touched it.
Yeah. I'd say take my fucking hand.
So this is, yeah.
That was Draco doing the unbreakable vow. Man, that's a turn of fate.
I don't know.
He was gonna kill Snape.
Yeah.
And Snape has to kill him.
Well, he knows he loves Lily.
So when he kills him, does he do it out of, it won't hurt his soul because he doesn't do it out of murder,
Yeah.
It's a mercy. Oh, these shots are so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This gets me going every time. Man, it's such a good scene right here. I feel bad for not talking, but
I know. I just want to watch it.
yeah, no. It's such a crazy reveal in the book,
It is.
Yeah.
and this got me going. This part in the movie so much more than the book.
Well, yeah, in the book, he actually doesn't go to Godric's Hollow.
Yeah.
Snape. He just hears about it. He worked so hard to preserve whatever there was of Lily,
Yeah,
to save Harry, even though he fucking hates Harry. He really does. He really hates him.
I love it. It makes him such a complicated guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Alan Rickman killed it in this scene,
Yeah.
dude. And he wasn't a young guy to be able to do falls like that and stuff,
Yeah,
Yeah.
not a spring chicken. I feel like this is like, no, it's her.
Yeah, in the book, he's like, for him? And he shoots that,
Yeah.
And his Patronus is actually changed to Lily's Patronus.
Yeah.
Is that your clue then that the Sword of Gryffindor was given by him because you have the same Patronus?
Man, when Alan Rickman died, that trended. Always.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now they're actually showing it here.
Yeah. So, Snape was told, like, you have to tell Harry this when the time comes, and his last chance was give him the
when he's
tears,
dying.
but it's also he can't control the memories he's giving, so
Yeah.
I bet you he doesn't want Harry to know this stuff about him,
Well, yeah.
that's why Harry
there's
gets
that
it.
one scene where he's like, "No one must know."
Yeah.
And I love Dumbledore's response, like, you don't want people to know the best part of you.
Yeah.
There's also the point too where when they're talking about Lily's death and Dumbledore, she trusted the wrong person. You did too, like saying he doesn't have faith in himself of what to do and what they're doing. He's just trying to make things the best he can.
Yeah. I think it's really difficult for the movie to capture what the book did in this moment, like Harry's walk to the forest,
Yeah.
like accepting, like, all right, I gotta do this. I'm going to go die.
Yeah.
The thing is, like, does he tell anybody? Does he just say, "I got to go do this. You guys stay here"? Like, what are your options?
I think he just puts on the invisibility cloak and walks out in the book.
Yeah.
Now, in reading through the books and stuff, because they all came out before these did,
Yeah.
right? Like your
Seventh,
guys'
seventh book came out like Yeah, there was some crossover.
Your guys' thoughts and stuff on Snape, and I don't know, was there like a... Like nowadays, you have like the internet talking about things like Game of Thrones and crafting theories and stuff, and it might have been a little less back then. I mean, but like, was there still theory crafting of like Snape's a good guy or anything like that? Or
yeah, I mean, there was fan communities. There was MuggleNet, I think it was called. And they had a podcast that I listened to back in the day. They put out a book about just Harry Potter's 7 theories, you know?
Yeah.
And not 7 theories, like an entire book about theories for the next book, you know? Most of it was kind of guessed. It was just that not everybody got everything 100% right. Some people got this right. Some people got this right. Some people got this right. You know, the Lily and Snape thing was, you know, shippers are going to get that shit, you know?
Yeah.
But there was still some definite moments, you know, like no one... When the 6th book came out and Dumbledore's dead, that was the big... No one expected this to happen.
Yeah.
But the 7th book, at least for me, was... Because I was really into the fandom at that point. That was like... It was like when Lost was airing.
Yeah.
You know, every fucking week, people were having new theories and shit, you know? But yeah, it was a frenzy. And it's why like I had to read the book in like 2 days. Because I didn't want to get spoiled.
I was like, Shane read all of it later, right?
Did,
so did you already know about like things with Snape and stuff?
I didn't know a damn thing, no. Because I kind of rejected Harry Potter because growing up for me, it was always Star Wars versus Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I want that little fucking boy in a broom.
Yeah, with a little wand.
Yeah,
you know?
it's fucking stupid. But I read it, and it's one of the greatest books I ever read. So
But yeah, with Shane, he would read a book, and then
that night,
as he was done that night, we would go and watch the movie. Then he'd read the next book, and then I'd come over and we'd watch the movie, and we continued that.
Yeah, and then I did up to...
I opened at the close from the last movie.
Yeah.
So Harry actually can't open it until he accepts that he's going to die, is the enchantment. Dumbledore put it on it. He knew that Harry would need whatever this is, and it turns out it is the resurrection stone from that ring. I love the idea because Dumbledore can come across as kind of callous, being like, no, he's going to need to die. And Snape's like a pig to slaughter, you know? But in his final moments here, he gives him the ability to not be alone, to resurrect people that have died and passed on, you know?
Yeah.
And it's not even resurrect. It's just like a ghostly echo of them.
Oh, so it's not that, here, have this, then when you die, you'll be resurrected.
No, they said in the story that Death gave that guy that stone, but the woman was like sad and she wasn't really returned to the mortal plane. He could just talk to her.
That's true.
And the guy ended up killing himself so he could truly be with her. So
I thought that's what keeps him alive, though. Never mind.
No, they're just ghostly versions of them. I mean, Lupin just died, and Lupin's there as well.
Yeah.
Is that his dad back there?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Same actors from all the movies that have played him in flashbacks.
We were in the mirror.
All right. Like, even they know he has to do it.
Yeah.
You just need to pair his heart with the dragon.
I know.
You would have been fine.
I know.
God damn it.
You just need Sean Connery.
Yeah.
Pair his heart with him.
Why isn't Dumbledore here? That's who we need.
Dumbledore might not be the person he wants to see right now.
Yeah, and Harry chooses who he brings back. He's not very happy with Dumbledore right now.
No.
He's
Been lying to him his whole life.
It's not Dumbledore's fault. Severus lied to him. Everyone's lied to him.
Yeah, but Dumbledore manipulated the situation. Made Harry believe things that weren't true.
Always. Lily says the same thing. And Harry drops the resurrection stone in the forest, and there it stays. No one ever finds it.
Huh?
Like one of the Deathly Hallows, these powerful things, Harry just tosses it away in the forest, and
Yeah.
as of now, never been found again. Shane, your favorite Avada Kedavra's coming up.
Yeah.
So excited for you to hear it.
It's been so long.
Voldemort's like, I really thought you'd come. He's like sad.
When I first watched this, I couldn't remember the book, but I thought Harry lived because he was just touching the stone or whatever. Like the resurrection stone.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because Voldemort kills the piece of soul.
Yeah.
You know?
Not him.
Yeah.
It's funny. He must have been like
How do they know it would work out that way?
50 feet away when he said, I thought he would come. It's just wait.
I was right.
He was behind that tree.
Harry Potter, thank God, come to die.
Poor Hagrid. They
Man.
captured Hagrid.
He's here and tied up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Hagrid has to watch, and he doesn't understand what's happening, you know? Harry doesn't
No.
understand what's happening.
Hagrid was the man who came and got Harry from his
Yeah.
Dursley shitty
There it is.
family.
There it is.
It took him there as a baby, too. Right?
No, McGonagall and Dumbledore.
Oh.
No, he brought him on the Sirius's thing. Harry just has to trust that Ron and Hermione will finish the fight. You got Voldemort has to be like, it failed again when he realized Harry's still alive.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, you got me once, you ain't getting me again. And then I destroyed
I
myself.
would have just slit his throat like...
He put so much effort
like
into that
Snape
too.
did.
If
Snape
he just
did.
pulled out a fucking Glock and shot him in the head, it'd been fine.
Yeah.
So funny. He used the most powerful wand
Yeah.
to cast the most powerful Avada Kedavra curse ever.
I really like that Harry's like heaven purgatory area is literally King's Cross Station, which is the station that the Hogwarts Express leaves from, like from the Muggle world to the Wizarding world, and it's like from one world to another, you know.
And he has contacts. That's it.
That's disgusting.
Disgusting. That's like chicken. Like a wing.
You can't help. So that there is what is left of Voldemort's soul.
Dying in that little itty bitty ball of a thing.
Yeah, it's what Voldemort is right now. Like, that's, you know, he thinks he's powerful, but really that's what he looks like. That's his soul. That's what's left of it, you know?
After he's divided it up and destroyed it so
Yeah.
many times.
And I think it's interesting, like, J.K. Rowling here is ruling out the idea of pity. Like, you can't help it,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Like a Dumbledore can't tell. Yeah, I've always loved, like, the sixth book, Dumbledore dies. You don't get that, like, sit down with Dumbledore to explain everything.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I'm never going to have it again. And in the seventh book,
Yeah.
you get it. But it's not really Dumbledore. It's Harry talking to himself, pretty much. So, to destroy a Horcrux, like a Basilisk Fang that has the, you know, the sword, Fiend Fire,
Mm-hmm.
you can also destroy your own Horcrux at any means.
But could Harry have ever died before this point?
He would have been, effectively, Voldemort was a Horcrux for Harry, in a way. So, no. He would have,
You got shot in the head.
he wouldn't have been able to live like normal. Like, think about how powerful Voldemort was, and he was reduced to like this little shitty spirit, you know?
Yeah.
Harry would probably still exist, but he wouldn't live.
If they would have killed Voldemort, like... So... And would he just have come back? Would the part that's Harry detach from the soul and just go? Like, how's that work?
Voldemort just hit the
Does
body,
Harry start transforming?
Voldemort's main spirit that's in his body right now couldn't die.
Okay.
So if you kill him without destroying the Horcruxes, it'll just still live on.
Okay, I guess I thought the Horcrux started turning into him.
Like Tom Riddle's Horcrux thing, like that thing. It's not Voldemort. It's a memory of Voldemort. You know, so it's his Horcrux, but it's separate than the actual soul. It's not another Voldemort. It's a piece of Voldemort's soul becoming something else.
Okay.
Not so humble. It really sucks because Tom Riddle, he never had a chance because he was born without love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. There's something to be said if he was born to a family with the love.
Like, could Tom Riddle have turned out better than he ever did? You know, I don't even know if it's possible if he could have. He could have been shitty, like his grandpa and stuff. You know, been like an inbred shit. But yeah. I
mean,
I love this line. I love that Harry is thinking of these things himself while he's on that edge of dying, you know?
Yeah.
Like all those
like
wise
Patronus
things.
and stuff.
And all those wise things and the things that Dumbledore revealed to him is Harry realizing them for himself.
He
just fucking fell.
This is so funny.
Like, why the hell did I just fall?
It's so good.
He step-stooled her.
Is he dead?
Who's checking on him?
Narcissa Malfoy.
Catelyn.
Huh? I think it's an interesting thing that the Malfoys turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
they just ultimately end up caring for their son.
Yeah.
Poor Hagrid.
I didn't even see him nod there.
Like, yes, I saved him.
I saved him good. If I was Voldemort, I'd run over and kick his body to make sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sorting Hat?
Yep.
So how rare is it for two people to have the same Patronus? Is that a rare occurrence?
I don't know. I mean, there's only so many animals.
Or is it just unexpected that Severus would have a doe?
I think it's unexpected that yours would change.
Has he seen it before, though?
Well, we don't. We just know that it did change from
Yeah.
whatever it was to her.
I was just curious on Harry's perspective there, because he was like curious that Severus had a doe as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, is it because you would have expected like a bird or a snake or something different, or is it...
Poor Hagrid.
Every time I see the background, I always think of John Hammond coming on a helicopter. No, for some reason landing in
From
the
what?
Plaza. Harry Potter? I mean, from Jurassic Park?
Oh, John Hamm?
Yeah, Hammond?
John Hammond.
I thought he said John Hamm. I'm like, all right.
I thought he did too. I didn't know what he was going on about.
I was like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
So does Hagrid know, or he just has
Hagrid thinks he's dead.
Yeah.
All right. This ain't
What's
carrying
like
a body.
It's like a 40-minute walk.
Imagine how long Harry has to just... Oh, man, it's so sore. It hurts.
Yeah.
Just moving, trying to get
I
comfortable.
love Neville.
Accio snake.
You can't Accio Horcrux, Aaron.
You can't Accio anything that has life.
And in the book, they talk about like Harry. It's so hard for him to.
Harry Potter.
He's having a blast here, man.
It's dead.
Silence.
Yeah. Oh, windy. Bellatrix.
Yeah, she probably does think it's funny. It's like him right there. He's like,
you don't want to be on the wrong side of this.
yeah, he just doesn't give a shit about any of this.
Yeah.
He didn't want to really be in it before, and then Harry saved his life when he was trying to kill him, you know?
One of his friends just died. Crap.
Yeah.
This is improv by Ralph. This hug. Like, Voldemort is incapable of showing genuine affection.
Yeah.
So when he does it, it feels creepy and fake, you know?
Yeah.
He's like,
Come. You know? They said Tom Felton just felt super creeped out when
Oh,
they were
yeah.
filming that because it was improv.
Yeah.
It's because he was gonna walk past him, and
Yeah.
he like.
Yeah. How dare you
That's
make
good
fun,
comedy right there,
make
though,
fun
isn't
of
it?
Neville Longbottom.
It's like they know his
What?
parents.
She tortured his parents to insanity.
Yeah.
Right. Voldemort's just thinking, I've already won. What are you talking about? Oh, Fred. Such an evil face.
He's like, what the fuck?
All right. Another difference from the book to the movie that I just don't enjoy because they're putting us out into an epic fight. Neville says that shit, pulls out the sword, and cuts Nagini's head off right there.
Yeah.
And it's the most badass moment, and they kind of robbed me of it to have more of like an epic thing with it, you know?
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
I don't not enjoy this. Like I
know.
like how he comes out of nowhere, kind of.
But I keep expecting him to destroy the snake right then when I watch. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
I love how Voldemort blocks this too.
Yeah.
so, did the sword block that?
I think. I don't know.
And they're all leaving.
Yeah.
He's gonna go to.
Better go somewhere.
Better get a fucking bank, get your money, and get the hell
He's
out
gonna
of
go
there.
fight Benjamin Martin.
You gotta go to the Fire Nation.
Yeah.
What'd that wall ever do to you?
Now, Harry at this point has Draco's wand,
I
right?
wouldn't-
Mm-hmm.
Is this what it feels like if I go back to my high school? Just walking through there.
Yeah, I mean, I prefer that it's not about fighting Voldemort. It's about outsmarting him, you know?
Yeah.
Because this motherfucker should not be able to do this to Voldemort.
I feel like Voldemort's just clearly toying with him, I feel like. Like he's enjoying the fight so much.
Yeah. And that shit shouldn't happen because they're not twin wands.
They're not. And plus, that wand is so much more powerful, it would overpower Draco's wand immediately.
It's true, but it doesn't work for him. The Elder Wand knows that Harry's
It's fighting against
master.
It's fighting against its own master, so it could be like weakening itself, maybe? I don't know. Well.
Yeah.
Dragon!
I almost feel like he's Palpatine here, kind of enjoying it.
Yeah.
Like, so certain of his victory still, you know?
Because Harry can die at this point now, right?
Yeah.
And also, another thing in the book is that because Harry physically gave himself to death to save everybody else, the same power that protected him from his mother, he gave to everybody else fighting in Hogwarts. So from this point on, they've wrecked shit because no one can kill anybody that's fighting for Harry's side.
It's like...
What?
Yeah.
I forgot about that, actually.
Yeah, it's on the move.
This is like in the Bible when men will seek death and no one will find it, except it's like... It's a good thing.
Yeah.
You say no one will die that's fighting on Harry's side?
Yeah, but again, all this shit happens in an instant, you know?
Yeah.
And he's got his weird cape magic.
Well, his wand's not working for him.
Yep, I'll use my cape. Why do you think I wear this?
Oh, man.
Jetty. I love this.
Jesus.
Fucking next line right from the book. I remember turn the page and all caps Molly Weasley.
Yeah.
She's always such a nice lady.
Yep. You don't know that she's a secret badass. And kills her.
What'd she just use? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, what did she use? Because the green is like
Killing spell.
yeah. But what
She slapped him.
Yeah.
If he had just strangled him.
I love when he calls him Tom.
Yeah. I love the scream. Oh, in the trailer they screamed, I thought.
You love that trailer.
I do. Look at him scratching him, man. This is freaky.
I like the visual, like showing like these two are so closely interconnected. You know?
Ugh.
Ugh.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's like stretchy.
I wonder what that was shooting that was like.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is that the interconnected part you were talking about right there?
Well, I like the visual, but it shouldn't be because Harry has a Horcrux because Voldemort's already destroyed it.
Yeah.
So how are they connecting like that? Or is that just the nature of how they're doing their flying thing? I don't know.
Yeah, I thought because they were just apparating together.
Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love this movie, but in terms of like an adaptation, it's one of the weaker ones. Though it's a great movie.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? They
yeah.
just get, in my opinion, a lot of the major themes that I loved are kind of wrong. Like, I don't necessarily need a final battle with Voldemort, you know?
Yeah. I'll tell you what,
That
though.
was added here.
When Neville opens his eyes and stands up, I fucking love that moment.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like some people would need it. Otherwise, it's going to be like, well, that was just kind of like the Horcruxes and they beat Voldemort. It's done. You know?
Yeah, I get you. I've never really seen anybody dissatisfied the way it actually happens in the book, you know?
Yes.
They both realize it.
Mm-hmm. And I do think that it's very important that how Voldemort dies in the book is he dies. His body falls to the ground and he's a dead man. Like, he's not a god. He's not this uber powerful thing that has to be like, you know, like burn away. Tom Riddle dies a man the way he was born, you know? But here they kind of go with the whole like epic destruction and turning into particles thing, you know?
His wand.
Yeah. You're so lucky it jumped that way.
I guess for me here, I
look at
always
this.
thought there should have been like a more clear killing blow.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like, okay, now you can kill him because he's been disarmed.
Yeah.
It's some mistakes, man.
Yeah.
Like Harry is saying that your curse will not work on me because that wand knows that it can't kill me. I'm its master.
Yeah.
And when they throw the curses at each other, Harry's curse wins, and he uses his signature Expelliarmus, disarms him, takes
Yeah.
the wand, and Voldemort dies.
Yeah, because the curse got him, but I feel like...
Because it rebounds, the Avada Kedavra curse hits him, and he has no Horcruxes left, and he just falls to the ground, a dead body.
Yeah.
Look at Neville.
He's so proud.
So badass. Did you see that?
I love
you
his
saw it.
sweater.
I'll just carry around that sword with me the rest of my life.
Fuck yeah.
I love that Neville Longbottom killed a Horcrux.
Yeah.
He's one of them, you know? It's like Samwise Gamgee. He was a ring bearer. He got
Yep.
in there, you know?
Yeah.
That's why he gets to go to Valinor. Oh,
He's so big.
I know.
Big guy.
Look at Filch. Poor Filch.
He's push brooming.
Where's his cat?
Right there. We're in front of his broom.
Oh, okay. Phew.
He's just got to clean it all by hand.
That is ridiculous.
Well,
This is punishment
he gets to live here.
for being shitty. All the statues.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh.
Jeez, what if you
Looks like this
fell?
Yuzon Vaughn came out of nowhere here.
Using Vaughn.
Yeah.
It's like, that's unexpected.
like the real threat. You know?
You ever told Draco that?
That's what I was...
What? It's crazy to think. The other night,
Mhm.
that was in the last movie.
There's a stone in the forest.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
And he has his cloak. He has all three. Or he technically, kind of.
Harry did have all three at one point.
Yeah.
At the very least, the allegiance of the wand.
Poor Kay.
Right.
Did you
He's
do that in the
standing
book?
close to that shit, isn't he?
I mean, he does, but he fixes his own wand first. Because the Elder Wand is so like wands when they break, you can't fix them. But the Elder Wand is so powerful that he does. So he gets the original wand back that he got from Ollivander when he was 11. Cut that shit out so they could add more fighting.
It was the twin of Voldemort's original
Yeah.
wand, right?
Yeah.
What do you think they're looking at?
The end of the bridge.
I gotta be looking at the castle.
Helicopter.
Using Vaughn.
The Malfoy's still walking.
I mean, it's the idea of where do we go from here?
Yeah, no, I get you.
Like, there's their past.
Hermione becomes like a lawyer. Ron and Harry become Aurors, but then eventually Ron goes and helps George with the joke shop.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then fucking, you turn the page, 19 years later.
Is this the after?
The epilogue, yeah. Which I think they've shot like 3 times because they couldn't nail the makeup for the actors.
Really?
They kept thinking like, it's fucking, this doesn't look good. They had to keep shooting it over and over again.
As far as like trying to get like older looking.
Yeah. Like how, like
Harry.
People know Daniel Radcliffe so well at this point. How do you make him look older and people buy it?
It was like Lily.
Yeah. So one is one of his boys is James Sirius Potter. One of his boys is Albus Severus Potter. I think one of his girl's name is Lily something Potter.
Okay.
Lily Fred.
George names his son Fred.
No, yeah.
Yeah. But he looks like his dad, the actor that plays his dad.
Yeah.
It don't look too bad.
No, but I'm saying like this is the 3rd time they've done it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, now we get the return.
Ginny looks like mom with mom hair.
but now we get the return of that John Williams music. Draco's son is named Scorpius.
Scorpius Malfoy?
Kid never had a chance. He's got a ferret.
Oh, look at the bird. I like that little light music in the back.
Yeah.
Make it Harry, like, people would think he's still famous.
Yeah. They gave Ron a bit of a gut.
Yeah. Come on, he was going to have a gut.
Yeah.
No, I mean, in the book, like, all the kids are still looking at Harry Potter. Like, that's Harry Potter, you know? And,
Yeah.
And his sons are like, Dad, you gotta go.
Yeah.
Tell you what, my parents never used my full name unless I was in trouble.
Yeah. I'll be like,
my mom never went like, Eric Thomas Whiteley, you beautiful. No. It was like, Eric Thomas Whiteley.
Yeah.
Make it home to kick grass. But I had all the freedom in the world whenever we're in front of people.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't.
I love that. Like, one of the bravest men I've ever known was a Slytherin.
Yeah.
Gryffindor, please Gryffindor, please Gryffindor.
Anything but Slytherin.
Yeah, Harry says he never told any of his other children that fact, that you actually can pick.
Did he pick it? Did Harry pick his?
Yeah. He said not Slytherin,
Yeah.
not Slytherin. Said, not Slytherin. You'd be good in Slytherin.
It'd be great, you know.
All right, better be. And then Gryffindor. So the kid there beside James, or Albus, I should say, is Tonks and Remus's son.
Okay. Cool.
I can't remember his, but Harry is his godfather and helps raise him.
Where's old Neville?
Neville's a herbology teacher.
Oh,
He's already
He
there.
says if you ever need anything, go to Professor Longbottom.
Oh, Harry said that?
Yeah.
I missed
Well,
that
he didn't
then.
say it.
Oh.
It happens in the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was that return to the John Williams music there.
Yeah.
I wonder what the whole thing would have been like scored by John Williams, you know?
Yeah.
All right.
I could see like the action music parts and stuff
Be
too
different.
being like
I
very
don't think-
different.
I don't think it's bad. David Yates, I mean, he did Phoenix, Half-Blood Prince in these 2 movies, so he did, and Steve Kloves, is that his name? He adapted all of the movies, so it's the same screenwriter for all of them, and then different directors we've had, and then obviously different composers, so. But yeah.
When they started the first movie, how many of the books were out? Do you know? Because I imagine it was similar to Game of Thrones, where like
Yeah.
they started it and some were out, and then they got to a point where like they were waiting on the
wasn't it
books,
4?
right?
I remember the 7th book coming out when the 5th movie was coming out.
Yeah, but the movies came out quicker than the books.
Oh no, they came out every year. Yeah. So let's look then. We can do that. I'm gonna look up when the movie came out. So
Of 7 or
of
1?
the first movie, Harry Potter movie 1 release date. So that came out November 14th, 2001 is when the first movie happened. So 2001 is the first movie. Harry...
Originally published in 97
Potter.
for Sorcerer's Stone.
Sorcerer's Stone, okay, so 2001 would have been when the first movie came out.
So like 4 years.
Okay.
Yeah,
on
books, release dates. So Philosopher's Stone was 97, Chamber of Secrets 98, Prisoners of Azkaban 99. So these were a year. Goblet of Fire 2000. So yeah, Order of the Phoenix took 3 years after Goblet of Fire. So it was like 97, 98, 99, 2000, and then 2003. So Goblet of Fire would have just been released, and then it would have been 3 years later. So between that is when the first movie started.
Okay.
So, yeah, you could, if you went and saw the movie, you could then read up until Goblet of Fire.
Yeah.
Which I think is a good point, because like that gets you back. Voldemort comes back and stuff, and you're like, all right, what happens next? You know? So,
Yeah.
it's good.
Yeah, I was just curious on like whenever they went through and when trying to adapt it, how far ahead did they know of what was happening that they could have looked ahead to see what things they needed to make sure they kept seated. But then at a point, you're like, all right, well now we're just kind of going as we go.
It's
book to book, basically.
They brought J.K. Rowling on as a movie consultant, and she was able to like veto certain things. Like, no, you have to have this in there. You have to have this. If you're going to lose something, lose this and this because it's not very important, you know? And she had also not finished writing them all either.
Yeah, that's also true.
She was able to tell, Severus, Alan Rickman, exactly how he needs to play these scenes. He was one of the only people in the world to know that and carried it for 10 years.
It's awesome.
So
I love his deliveries and all this too. Like whenever he's talking to the whole thing and he's like,
Gonna punished.
it might be other than like Quidditch and the glasses, it might be the most iconic part of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Is Alan Rickman's performance as Snape. So, yeah, so that was 8 movies worth. When we started doing movie commentaries, this is one of the things, like, we never get a chance to talk about Harry Potter. That's going to be fun.
Yeah.
So
what do you think, Aaron? Like, you've watched them all again. How do you feel about them?
I mean, I don't have the connection to the books or anything, so like the fights and some of the stuff at the end and different moments don't bother me. I feel like you need to have some kind of resolution.
Yeah.
Now sometimes maybe there's like why is it like this? Because they don't have an explanation of something or another necessarily.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, I feel like they play out pretty well. I've been wanting to rewatch through them for a while.
Do you love Harry Potter? Is what I'm asking, Aaron.
I don't know. It's not as high as like Star Wars.
Well, not for me either, but it's pretty close. Like, if I love like 10 things, this is on that list.
I don't know. If I'm looking at like franchises and stuff, I'd have to think about like what my top 10 like franchises would be.
I definitely get you. I truly think that most people that read the books first and watched movies second will say, no, that's a top franchise for me.
Yeah, I think they have the best experience too.
And I think they had the best experience. But people that have only watched the films are still fans. I just don't think they're going to necessarily say, no, that's one of the best ones, man. Because the book, you spend so much time and you feel like I've lived 7 years of this kid's life, as opposed I've watched 7 or 8 movies.
Yeah.
I
get you there.
I mean, for me, I read them all in a few months, but it was so cool watching it. I mean, reading it and being in that world, and then watching it with you. Like, I'd finish like at 9 o'clock at night. Like, Eric, I finished it. I'm coming right now.
Yeah. It'd be 1 o'clock. I'd be driving for a half hour to get there.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
That was so cool.
We played Smash, and then this morning.
I finished the last book right before part 1 came out, I think.
But I think it's a great saga. Like, I don't feel like there's a lot of franchises or series where, unless it's in TV, where you grow up with actors and stuff, usually if there's like things like that, eventually they recast and you don't have the same people, or everything's kind of shortened into 1 or 2 movies and they don't go over. Like, I can't think of a lot of movies that last 8 movies long and they have childhood actors growing up through it.
That's the thing. Like, not only is it 8 movies, but they had to film one of these a year to keep within the time frame for these kids to grow up. If you wait 2 or 3 years between a movie, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna work. You have to get 11, 12, 13, 14, and people can tell the difference between someone that's 12 and 13 sometimes,
Yeah.
So you have to do that, and you have to do it quick. So that means, like,
especially through
you write the movie, you do all your prep, and then you start filming. You cast these characters, and then as you're filming, Steve Clovis or whatever is doing the next one.
Yeah.
And you have to keep
that rotation,
going, because if you skip a year, you might fuck everything up.
Yeah. Especially with growth spurts and stuff like that.
And you obviously we had a lot of recasting in these movies. I mean, not a lot.
Every once in a while there is. I feel
every once in a while, but the movie would have. I think the movie's if Richard Harris was still Dumbledore, I mean, I would have loved it. I like Michael Gambon, but I would prefer one actor playing the whole role. You know?
Yeah, but if we would have swapped out Ron or Hermione,
that
or, some of the main characters,
Yeah,
I feel like I don't think it would have worked as well.
Too.
But the idea, like Boy Meets World, you grow up with this kid and his friends and his family for years, and then this is a similar kind of idea where you're growing up with these kids going to school. Mm-hmm. There's more of an adventure and stuff in there and stuff, but like, Star Wars has 9 movies, but you have all these years gaps and stuff, so you're getting different characters and stuff.
Marvel's done it, Yeah. And there's a definite feeling when you watch Iron Man or the first Incredible Hulk, you're like, well, this is different because Rhodey and Bruce Banner are completely different characters.
Terrence Howard, man, got screwed.
He did. It's Tom, baby. And it's just it feels different. I think Marvel got lucky that they were able to handle that stuff then, and then the negotiating power went to the actors because they're so important now.
Yeah.
But Harry Potter's it's a phenomenon in the books, definitely, because not only is it is an achievement to have all those things and how quickly they came out, but it got a whole generation of kids to read, which when kids weren't really reading all that much,
Yeah, it just
and the movies,
skipped over Aaron.
Yeah, but
me, baby,
we were a little older.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the first book came out when I was in like 7th grade.
Yeah,
I think
came out in 97.
97.
Came out something.
It came out in the UK.
First movie did, yeah. I mean,
maybe.
Between,
I looked up
the
Sorcerer's Stone, not Philosopher's Stone. So.
I mean, the only when it got big for me is, and when I first heard about it was when I went to see a movie, and the trailer was attached to that movie. I'm not sure what the movie was, but I remember being like, Harry Potter, that looks interesting.
And then you went and read the book,
and
right?
then I went and saw the movie with my parents, I think. Not that movie. I saw a movie with my parents, saw the trailer, and then I went to my grandma's house that night after the movie, and the first Harry Potter book was just laying like by a sofa, and I knew I was going to be here for like 4 hours, I'm like, all right, I'll just pick it up, and I read as much as I could, and I begged my grandma to let me take it home with me,
So
she's like, I don't know whose it is, take it.
I was going to say, whose was it?
No, I don't know. It's just somebody's, but I have it, and I still have that copy.
Such a weird,
on my
fortuitous,
bookshelf at home, and it's pretty special because I've had the series.
I borrowed that
a
copy
couple of times now. Like Jancy got me this amazing new set for Christmas one year, but I'll always keep that first copy. Like it's paperback, it's falling apart. It smells like her cigarettes because it was in that house for so long, and like she smoked inside, But it's sentimental to me, so I'll never get rid of that copy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Calvin, were you reading them growing up like pretty young, or did you get into it later, or what?
I started reading them. I think it was probably about a year after like my family and stuff started reading them. I started reading them.
Like your parents read them
when Azkaban came out. Oh yeah,
gotcha.
The whole family read them.
Really?
Yeah, and
I thought
we
Maggie
were doing
didn't
a whole
finish
bunch
them.
of like theory crafting and stuff like that.
That's cool.
We didn't have the internet really, so we didn't look up like fan theories or anything like that. But we had several big ones that were close, or that we kind of had an idea like, oh, I wonder if like too many people guessed this, and then like J.K. Rowling changed it because we thought it would have been cool. If
I wonder how often that happens. I remember me and Eric had a lot of conversations about him, but I was always wondering about Snape.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh yeah, Snape. He's
a dick.
Yeah. Well, I remember you was telling me, Shane, I was asking you about, is he good or bad? And you're like, well, Albus Dumbledore, like he trusts him.
That's
like,
what I remember saying that. Like,
yeah, like, but is he wrong to do that?
I was like, it's when we get serious. Like, it comes down to if you trust Dumbledore. Okay, do you trust Dumbledore or do you not? These arguments.
Yeah.
Were you Randy Savage?
Trust Dumbledore? Do you? Snape will come and kill him. What's gonna happen? Yeah. Man, not having Randy Savage be an audiobook guy.
Did you imagine him reading books?
That'd been great.
Like Audible?
Amazing.
The page 19 years later. Oh my god! Oh yeah! What the hell is this shit? Yeah.
That'd be so good.
All right. Well, that was that. That was the commentary series for Harry Potter. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And for those that are watching this for the first time, you do have 7 other movie commentaries to go back and watch. So, definitely go to patreon.com/blindwave because what is going to be on the poll next? Can be anything now.
Star Wars.
Because it could be. We'll see. We'll
James
see.
Bond. I don't know.
Yep. But anyway.
Oh yeah. I love that too.
Mischief Manage.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, make sure you subscribe. And as Eric said a little bit ago, make sure to go over to patreon.com/blindwave and you can vote in future polls for our movie reactions and our movie commentaries. So do that right next.